I have just been feeling very burnt out on dating. It's only been a month or two, but I'm just over it. It is rough out here, especially as a mother. The free time that I could be spending, with my son, taking that time and wasting it. It's not wasted, but dedicating that time to dating and meeting new people and putting myself out there. It's been good, but I also feel like I just need a break.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
I recently heard about this new thing called a boyfriend experience, where they're not your boyfriend and you may never see them again, but while you're with them that day, you are holding hands, you are being intimate, you're probably doing makeout stuff, you're gonna go to a dinner, maybe you put your hand on their leg in the car. Where is the boyfriend experience? How does one actually get that?
As if my life isn't already in shambles, I ran into an ex while on a date with another guy. It was an absolute shit show.
Ladies and gentlemen, mark today's date because it is the day in which Ampu will die because of the extremely obnoxious video we have today. This is a video for the veterans. And yes, granted, Ampu has died in previous episodes. It's one of the perks of being a mummy is that I can resurrect him. But you know what I can't resurrect? These women's chances at finding a good man. They are long overdue. So with that being said, gentlemen, let's get started and let's see what we have today.
I wanted to come on here and give you guys a little single mom dating update. Let's talk about it. So if you saw my video last week, you'll see that I was supposed to go on a date and ended up canceling it just because of the way that this person was treating me, and cut off that relationship obviously, but didn't go on the date that I was meant to. And I kind of...
Guys, what do you bet that the way that this guy was treating her is just not prioritizing a single mother with a newborn? You know, the way he was treating me as if he was, I don't know, physically using her, when in reality is just a man who realized that he can't go anywhere with a single mother other than a one-night stand.
I took myself on a date. Ever since that day, I have just been feeling very burnt out on dating. It's only been a month or two, but I'm just over it. It is rough out here, especially as a mother. The free time that I could be spending, with my son, taking that time and wasting it. It's not wasted, but dedicating that time to dating and meeting new people and putting myself out there. It's been good, but I also feel like I just need a break.
Yeah, I think you should consider taking care of your newborn or 1-year-old, 2-year-old son instead of prioritizing dating. I think you should consider that. You know, think about it a little. And then she says, well, dating has been good, but whatever. She says it's been good because she's still getting the free meals, right? This is what good means. She's still getting the validation, attention, free meals, and, you know, S3X from some dudes. So this is what she considers good. It's just, you know, I don't think that single mothers should be dating at all. Or at least not until the child is grown. You know what I mean? You have a 1-year-old and you're dating. It's just, I can't fit that through my mind. I can't understand it. You know, a lot of guys say, I don't have time for a girlfriend because they're focusing on work. They're focusing on hobbies, gym, whatever. I think that a son is way more important than the gym or work or whatever. And yet you're not prioritizing it. And of course, we have to look at the fact that this is a woman who is, in my opinion, closer to 20 than 30. And she's a single mother to a baby who is a 1-year-old, right? So what happened to the husband? There is this 0.1% chance that he is not on Earth anymore. But yeah, that's just too unlikely. If you ask me, this is either a woman who kicked the man out of the family unit, which doesn't seem likely again because she would want him at least for the providing, let's be honest, or either she just married a guy was an obvious red flag, and the guy went to buy cigarettes at the store, you know what I mean? Or, well, maybe, you know, saying that she was in a marriage is probably being too generous. Most likely they weren't even married. This woman just had a one-night stand with a Chad who didn't show up around anymore. Just pathetic. The life choices are horrendous, and now they will sadly reflect upon a newborn baby who didn't even have the chance to meet his father. And his mother is meanwhile dating around all the Chads and still getting pumped and dumped. Just, guys, no commentary.
Anyways, who knows how long this will last, but for now, I'm taking a break.
Forever. It's gonna last forever. You're not gonna find a new man. You already had a chance at that, and we see how we see the results.
Okay, so when you are trying to date in this crazy app world, there is just so many new things that you learn about people. I recently heard about this new thing called a boyfriend experience, where they're...
Guys, I'm gonna pause her before she talks about the boyfriend experience. She says, in this new crazy world of online dating, which I agree, this new dating world has changed in a lot of ways, and, you know, some people it may be hard, but the fact stands that as a woman, you don't really need online dating, right? As a woman, you can absolutely choose to go the old-fashioned way, where you just go out on the streets, you look decent, have a good personality, and men naturally flock towards you. You don't need dating apps. In fact, if you don't have them, that's a green flag for most men. So there's no new world, crazy world where, oh, look at me, I'm so confused, what can I do? Don't be part of it. You don't have to do anything. You can do whatever your mother and grandmother have been doing, right? There's, guys, for women, it's so easy. They get hit on at the school, at the college, at work, you know, going to throw the trash. They get hit by friends, neighbors, right? You don't really have to do anything, madam. And the fact that you're, I don't know, 50, I always give less age than these women have, but this woman looks like 50, maybe she's 60. You're 50/60, and you still haven't found that one person, or maybe you're divorced. Madam, you've already lost the game of dating. This new crazy world, you were never supposed to be there. You already had your chance at finding a man, and again, guys, we see the results. You're single at 60, wishing for a boyfriend experience. Let's watch.
They're not your boyfriend, and you may never see them again, but while you're with them that day, you are holding hands, you are being intimate, you're probably doing makeout stuff, like you're gonna go to a dinner, maybe you put your hand on their leg in the car. Like, where is the boyfriend experience? Like, how does one actually get that, and where?
Definitely not where you are headed, which is the wall. I mean, actually, you've already hit the wall a few years ago. But, you know, apparently, guys, this woman in her 60 years didn't find someone to hold hands. Isn't that just such a bad luck? So unfortunate. She was looking for a traditional man, for a good man, but nobody was willing to hold hands with her. Bullcrap. I don't buy it. Something interesting about the boyfriend experience, you know, these men that get paid to go with every desperate granny and divorced woman over 40, they are not looking like your average Joe. Let me tell you that. No woman is going to pay money for an average Joe to have the boyfriend experience with, because women can have the boyfriend experience with your average Joe for free. In fact, these average Joes are willing to pay them money and support them and pay the free meals and provide for them, yet women are still not willing to give the average Joe a chance. So, important fact to pinpoint here is that the boyfriend experience is often with men who look like Chads, men who are really tall, you know, really attractive. And this is what this woman has been looking for. This is why she's single at this age, because she's always looking for that man who is not on her level, to be honest. He's way above, right? This woman could have had the average Joe at any point in her life, but she didn't decide to do so. And this is the result, gentlemen. We can see it right here. This is the result. Being 60 on TikTok, wishing for the boyfriend experience with some Chad that is gonna roll his eyes the moment he sees what he has to put up with for money.
As if my life isn't already in shambles, I ran into an ex while on a date with another guy. It was an absolute shit show. I live in New York, and the guy that I was seeing was in...
You know what is a crap show? Your dating life. Guys, I've mentioned on the channel, it's so cringe to be with women who you can't take a walk in the park because you'll see some guy that has clapped her. It's honestly, it's just so, it's embarrassing. And this is why a lot of men, they want to have their one night stand and don't talk to you anymore, because they don't want their family or friends getting to know the type of women they're dealing with, right? It's straight up embarrassing, guys. It's like a street worker, you know, you try to have your things and for nobody to know. You're not proud of it. You're not going to tell your mother, oh, I had a street worker the other day, she was such a charm. No, guys, a lot of men are straight up embarrassed by these women because their dating life resembles that of a street worker. Their clothes often resemble that of a street worker. And, you know, again, I'm not going to call this woman a street worker. I don't know enough data about her yet, but I'm talking about some women in general. Now, let's continue.
In the bar and restaurant nightlife industry. There was a new spot that was opening in town, and
What nightlife industry? So she's a dancer, if we're being generous. Maybe she's a literal street worker and I was too generous with her.
I told him that we should go there for a date night. He, of course, agreed because he always wants to check out the competition. I was already going to that bar with a few friends, so I told him to bring some friends and we can have a whole squad. When he got to the bar, he was there with no one. I was very annoyed. But whatever, he ended up kicking with us a little bit and then all of my friends left. I then say to him, hey, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Do you want to go to the bar and grab us some drinks? When I get out of the bathroom, I see him waving and flagging me down because I didn't have my glasses on. While we're waiting for our drinks, we're just chatting with each other, and then suddenly I feel a tap on my shoulder. Like a... You guessed it, folks. I turn around and it is my ex. I say to the guy I'm seeing, hey, this is so-and-so. So-and-so. This is my friend. I was so flabbergasted that I just did not know what to do. I fully thought that I was exasperating awkward energy that I wanted this conversation to end. Really, no one else was feeling it. Just when you think things can't get worse enough, some people who work at the bar come up to us and say, would you mind taking a photo for us for the Instagram? The fact that there is pictorial evidence of my ex, me, my guy that I'm currently seeing, and the girl that he's flirting with all together in a picture is unnecessary and cruel. You're seeing this and you remember my face? Please leave that photo from your phone. Finally get our drinks, walk away, like further down the bar so we're not right next to them. Mind you, this entire time, I still haven't told the guy that I'm seeing that I just introduced him to my ex. We end up going to another bar. At this point, I cannot keep this secret in any longer. So I tell him, hi, that you met? You know, yeah, him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to... That. This man loses his shit. He's saying all these things like, why didn't you tell me? I wouldn't have been so nice to him. I'm like, I was frazzled. While we were arguing in this cocktail lounge, we run into one of his friends. I'm like, can we catch a break? We are trying to act normal with his friend, but clearly things are not okay between us.
Maybe she slept with the other friend as well, you know? You can see men's natural reaction. We just don't fancy when supposedly our girl, you know, our woman, our buyer, shorty, whatever, has slept with other men and we see them and we know that she's being messing around on the streets, you know. At this day and age, it's practically impossible to be with any person who is a virgin. Right, but there are some numbers that are just decent, you know. I try to have a relationship, a serious one, it didn't work out, right? This happens to everyone. But there is, again, a certain limit, a barrier, that there is an edge that when you transpass, you're all ready for the streets. It's not pleasant for any man to know that his woman, his supposedly woman, his woman who is his supposedly, has been with multiple men. It just shows a lack of commitment. It shows no pair bonding ability. It shows no seriousness about the future. And you know, men and women who think long term, they say, I don't want to waste my time with this person because that will be insulting to my future husband, my future wife. You know, if women had this thing in mind all the time, is this guy really interested in me? Is this guy really someone that I could see myself in the future? Because if he's not, I don't want to insult and embarrass the future husband that I will have. If women had this mindset, we wouldn't be having all these problems. But of course, they think only short term. They think only about that night. They want to get the attention, they want to get the validation. And then you have women like these who just have, guys, some body counts that they will divide by 3 to give you an answer and it will still be large. Just don't deal with women with high body counts. It's not worth it, guys. You're not gonna end well.
That conversation ended up being like the tip of the iceberg for us because of what went down that night. That is the reason why we ended things and is another reason why I'm on a dating hiatus, because I am tired. So y'all.
She's tired, gentlemen. You know, the last one. I don't know what she's tired of. I mean, she made all her decisions, all her bad decisions. She's tired of the consequences. You know, it's just like, well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, how would I wish they didn't exist? Well, they do, madam. Face them.
I just got home from work. Yes, I'm drinking an Orange Crush at 1 in the morning, and so mind your business. Anyways, I get home from work, and I'm thinking I'm gonna pull into my original parking spot. No, someone had the audacity to park in my parking spot. Like, excuse me. So I had to carry my kid, plus his laundry, plus his diaper bag, all the way across the motherfucking parking lot on the other side. Who the fuck wants to do that? I mean, I know I'm a super mom. I get it. I got it. Don't need a man for shit. But come on now. I wanted to park close to my house. And then the walls is thin as fuck. So my neighbors are over here slamming their doors shut and shit like my kid doesn't live here. He's sleeping. Excuse me. If you wake him up, we're gonna have a fucking problem. Okay?
Yeah, so this woman, guys, TikTok ends right here. It's just a quick little rant that she decided that the world somehow cares about. But the whole world is at fault for not accommodating to the needs of this woman. She has her own special parking lot. You know, she has her own sleeping hours for her child. You don't have to shut your door too loud. It's just, I'm a miserable single mother. Why won't the whole world support me at all times? Pathetic, guys. These videos. For me, they're equally as hilarious as enraging. But gentlemen, leave me your thoughts down in the comments. How do you feel watching these, honestly, crap shows of women? Leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.